My gosh, what a week to be an Amazon seller. My name is Emily. Welcome back to my channel. I'm the crazy flippin' mom. Let's get into it. Okay, I looked in last March 2024, Amazon rolled out placement fees, and I feel like since then, it has been a wild ride if you have been selling on Amazon. And to preface this, I should say I am a retail arbitrage seller, which means I find products from stores, sometimes on a bigger scale, but like Walmart, Target, Menards, Walgreens, and I resell it online. I have been a long-term seller. I've been selling on Amazon for 7 years, and the last year has been one for the books. And I'll also say this, there is a category of people online who see what is happening, any change, and freak out. It's always one step from the end for them. That is not how I approach Amazon. I have been approaching Amazon from the beginning in a very unemotional, detached way. I think this is one of my keys to survival, is taking the hits as they come, seeing it as opportunities, and just at the end of the day, realizing no matter what they do, I'm going to find a solution. I'm not going anywhere. This is my livelihood. I sell on other platforms, but Amazon is still king. They make the rules, and I'm going to adapt. The end. And you really adapt or you die on the platform. The last, really since Q4, I should say during probably November, December, we saw where Amazon was requesting invoices to ungate that were crazy, significantly higher as far as how many units you needed to ungate. So they would be like 100 units to ungate in grocery or beauty, or 200 units. And at first we did feel like, is this a glitch? This is kind of wild that you need so many units to ungate. Then I thought, oh, maybe this is just because of Christmas. You know, maybe sometimes they do different things during the holiday season, during Q4, that just make it harder to sell toys. No, they came in strong January, February. We are now March 2025. And they are doubling down on the new ungating requirements. And when I say it feels from my perspective like there's not a big rhyme or reason, that's what it feels like. Now, my best friend Diana, she's a genius, one of the founders of Sellers United, an event that happens every year in New Jersey. She has this theory that the ungating requirements are tied to sales velocity on the listing. And that has seemed to really hold true when I help new sellers get started. Instead of going to Crayola, we're going to a much older brand, higher ranking, not as much sales happening on the listing. And we are still seeing 10 units to ungate. So thank you, Diana. That was an amazing tip. Now, this last week I had COVID. And I was sleeping all week, thank God, because when I did awaken, it felt like people were screaming into the Amazon darkness abyss, because Amazon started sending out these emails that was restricting them in brands. And I want to find my email. I did get one. I have other friends who got a ton of them, like 27-ish. I've seen upwards of like 40 to 50 brands that have been hard gated across the board in the last week. Okay, so here is the email. It says, to ensure a safe and trustworthy shopping experience, we are implementing additional qualifications to sell Just Play. This is a toy. It's actually a toy I was not ungated in to begin with, but Just Play products, given the sensitive nature of these products, they need evidence of supply chain greater than 100 units of inventory from a verifiable supplier. If we do not receive the supply chain documentation that meets these requirements for Just Play, we will remove your listings. So, how to keep your listing active. And this is really the format for brands, Haribo, a lot of beauty, toys, Disney, Lego. And Amazon did hardgate in Lego, what was it, like first of the year? I had Lego inventory active on Amazon. I did not get gated. And that's another interesting link I've seen, where if you have active inventory, you're not getting hard gated. Now, not across the board, because this email they're sending out is hitting everybody, whether they have inventory there or not. But it's interesting, like if you're not staying up to date on inventory in your system, they're just like, oh, you're not selling this anymore unless you're going to re-gate, and here are the new standards. So you have to have copy of invoices, receipts, contracts, delivery orders, authorization letters from your supplier listed in the last 365 days of at least 100 units, contact information from your supplier. That's really the two big things. And don't we have, if you sell via fulfilled by merchant, you'll be able to continue fulfilling orders through the 13th of this month. After this date, your offers will be removed. So lots and lots of brands are being hit. And I want to go into my community because I asked people last week what brands they were seeing get hit the most, and I found this was interesting. Let's see, I have a list here. Monopoly, Sensodyne, Chi, Marvel, Palmer's, Remington, Colgate, Eucerin, Nivea, Dawn, 3M, OGX, Airwick, L'Oreal, Honest Beauty, Johnson's Beauty, Ziploc, Dawn, Aveeno, Playtex. Did I just say that? Okay. Airwick, I think I said that one. Honest Beauty. So a lot of beauty. Monster High, Starbucks. So kind of give you an idea, it's across beauty and toys, but I mean, I'm sure there's other things that I'm not seeing yet, and we don't know when will this end. And I don't think this is a glitch. They sent out an email campaign around this to people highlighting the brands they cannot sell. So I don't think this is going away. I think that this is going to be something new that we continue to see, and maybe they expound upon, especially the units you need to ungate. It seems like almost gone are the days where you only need 10 units to ungate. We will tell our grandchildren, when I sold on Amazon, I only needed 10 units to get approved. You can find those listings. They're still out there. You only need 10 units, but much harder to find. So what does this mean for you in your Amazon business? Should you freak out? Should you jump ship? Let's talk about that a little bit more. Since March, they have been implementing changes, and a lot of it has affected the FBA side, the placement fees. I've been happily selling merch on Amazon, avoiding placement fees, and just trying to avoid it in general. Pretend it's not even there. But obviously these ungating and new requirements are affecting somebody like myself in retail arbitrage, and it seems like it's affecting across the board through wholesale as well. So what does this mean for your business? Should you jump ship? Absolutely not. I said at the beginning of this call, my take on Amazon is they make these huge changes, and I am always looking for opportunity, and I'm always looking to adjust. That is what I'm going to do here. Am I going anywhere? No, I am a long-term seller on this platform. And what I do think is, once Amazon rolled out placement fees last year, there was a huge exodus of sellers to Walmart, and Q4 on Amazon was awesome. Where I would have listings where typically there would be 50 plus sellers on one listing, there were 10. So this to me screams another hurdle that a lot of sellers just don't want to jump, and maybe this just pushes them off, which leaves me to make more money on this platform. Okay, with what you can sell, hopefully you can find something to sell. But if you are a new seller, here's what I'm saying. It is much harder to get it up and running on Amazon than it was even a year ago. This is why I think selling on Walmart and having a Walmart account can be so important, because you can immediately get your account set up and start sending in products, because the ungating over there, pre-approvals look much different, and it's really not across the board. It's usually around toys. Don't quote me, things change, and you can ungate, get pre-approval with a receipt. Amazon, it's easy to get an Amazon seller account. It is not easy to get ungated. It is not easy to find products to sell. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of devotion. You are in typically more money for a while than you even make. To think that you need your Amazon seller account, then you're gonna have to get invoices, which hopefully you can get an invoice for 10 units, but what if you have to buy 100 units now? Then you need all of the extras that you have, your seller amp, your Keepa charts, your community, the products you try to sell and you can't. all the things you invest in. And then if you come into something like a merchant holiday like we have with Easter, you also are looking at, what do I need to ship out this product? I need poly bags, I need labels, I need mailers, I need clear poly bags. There's like a lot that goes into this, and I just want to say, so it's out there, this is going to take time. This is not in a weekend, get this project up and going. Amazon is going to take time, dedication to even get off the ground, okay? Once it's off the ground, once it's rolling, can you make profit? Absolutely. I think probably once the dust settles, there'll be less competition and more profit available for all of us. But do you need an extra dose of patience to get started? Yes. Yes, you do. Is the end here? Is the end near? No, it's not at all. I think this year could be extremely profitable for Amazon sellers. Less competition, more possibilities. But are we seeing hurdle after hurdle after hurdle? Yes, we are. This is why, for all of the platforms out there, what do you need? What is important? Number one, I think you really need a good community who you can trust, who you can confide in. You know they're talking honestly to you. They're speaking from experience, and they are selling the way you want to sell. So if you want to get into private label, if you want to get into wholesale, the Crazy Flippin' Mom community is not for you. I really cannot help you much in that way. Crazy Flippin' Mom community, we talk about retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, heavy selling on Walmart. We still like Amazon, but I've tried for the past 3 years to push everybody I know to sell on Walmart. That is the kind of interaction, information you're gonna get in my community. Number two, you need a tool to help you identify profitable products. And this is why Seller Amp community and Seller Amp are in my seller tool bag, is because fees are changing. Fees are always changing, especially FBA. And I find new sellers get in and we just go immediately to like, oh, I'm going to sell merchant and just avoid fees. Like, fees don't happen on the merchant side as well. They do happen on the merchant side. My new standard on Amazon for merchant is do not sell anything under $15. There's very little profit, a lot of heartache, and really depending on how big it is, how heavy it is, a lot of times you're losing money on shipping. Shipping fees go up in Q4 season. I mean, fees are always changing, okay? So having something on your phone, on your desktop that you can qualify a lead, you can make sure it's profitable, you can break down your fees, you can determine if merchant over FBA is the best option. And listen, FBA doesn't mean more expensive in all cases. Sometimes shipping on merchant is so out of control that you're actually going to make more money. It's going to be easier if you send it in FBA. But you have to be intentional no matter what you do on this platform. Gone are the days where we just get a freaking box out and stuff that baby full of everything in our office and send it out. Gone are the days, man. And I wish I like held on to the memories and just appreciated that moment a little bit longer, because it's not here. And if you are from Amazon watching this, we need to have words outside. What are you doing with us? What are you doing with our lives? We have to go to therapy from all the trauma you are causing us when we wake up every day and see a freaking email from Amazon telling us of these out of control changes that you're making. What is the end goal here? That is what is this leading to? Is this leading to you only allowing private label sellers on your platform? Is that what this is heading to? And so you can dominate Paz and Hershey's and all the other products people love? What is going on over there? Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Does it suck? Absolutely. I mean, I wish I could come on here and say something good about Amazon for a change, but I feel like I want you to know the news. Amazon is changing. Here's what you need to know. You need to make a plan. You need to be niche. You need to be intentional. You need to be smart about the changes that are happening. What are you doing in your business? Making sure you have documentation for everything you sell, because Section 3s are also happening a lot. So if you do get Section 3, you need receipts, you need invoices for every product you list on that platform. Whew, man. Was this what you wanted to hear? Probably not, but this is what you needed to hear. Thank you for coming here to get all the news, all the updates. Man, it's been a week. I was sick last week, so I'm getting back to it, trying to figure out everything that's changed. And man, surrounded by product and ready to go. Have a great one. Thank you for watching. Bye.